Hey guys, welcome back. This is Mohammad Badruddin and today I come up with another video regarding Nmap scans. And up to now we already see and we already practice on the TCP scans and UDP scan, sync scan, and also fin scan, XMAS scan, and null scan, and you can say inverse TCP scan. So today I'm going to compare all these scans together and we will see what is happening once, because the results are same. If the port is open, you will get the port is open. If the port is closed, you will get the port is closed. But as I mentioned before that there are conceptual difference between these all the scans. So we will see in a minute what are the differences. And once you go for the fin scan, XMAS scan, and null scan, even the port is open, but you will get open and filtered status. So what about that? Also, uh, I told you about the methodology behind the scans and how hackers and attackers use this scan. But one more thing I want to mention here, that stealth scan used by hackers, I told you that, but these days firewalls are also very smart and very advanced. So uh, if you are planning to evade the firewall with the stealth scan, so that's a bad idea. But even though hackers use the stealth scan, okay, but there are a lot of advanced way of scanning the networks and the host. So we will also cover that in the later videos. So before wasting the time and before going to the lab, this warning is for you. So this video and its content are only for educational purpose and I do not support any unethical or illegal act. And one more thing I want to mention, that all these labs I'm doing in my local network. So I'm not going to scan any uh, uh, public or internet faced servers or networks. Okay. So that being said, let's go to the lab. So uh, I already open up the Wireshark. This is the packet capturing tool, and I uh, divided my terminal into 6 parts so that we can simultaneously run different scans and we can see the results and we can capture the packets. Fine. So uh, let's go and do our job with that. So the first thing first, that I'm gonna do Nmap scan with the TCP. So space hyphen S capital T, and the port number I'm gonna use port number 22 and 192.168.10.191. This is the target IP, and I wanna see also reason. So fine. Here I'm gonna do nmap space hyphen s capital S for the stealth or sync scan, and hyphen P for the port is 22 192.168.10.191 space hyphen reason. Again I'm going here nmap space hyphen S U. I'm gonna do the UDP scan, although it may not work because port number 22 or SSH service do not support the UDP protocol. So, but I will do, and let's see what we got. So, port number 22 and 192.168.10.191 space hyphen reason. Okay. Here I'm gonna do nmap space hyphen S F for the fin scan space hyphen P. The port number is 22 and the target IP 10.191 space hyphen reason. Same I'm gonna do here nmap space hyphen S X for the XMAS scan. So here we are going to send all three flags which we do not use in the TCP three-way handshake, but these flags, fin flag, urgent flag, and the last one is push flag. All this flag also comes under the TCP protocol. Fine. So space hyphen P and port number 22 192.168.10.191. This scan is a bit noisy because it sends all three flags in the single packet. So we we'll see. Okay, and this one is gonna be the null scan space -p port number 22, and the target is 10.191 space hyphen reason. Okay. Before starting this, let's start the Wireshark on ETH0. This is my IP. So start this, and let's start the TCP scan. So here we got the TCP scan. So I'm gonna let it run. I'm not gonna pause or stop this. I can filter my packet. So TCP dot port equal port number 22, enter, and we got this. Okay, so as you can see, we already see how TCP three-way handshake works, and in the TCP scan, it exactly the attacker is gonna make the three-way handshake with the target machine. So in the first packet, the attacker machine is gonna send a TCP flag, sync flag on the specific destination port, and if that service is running with that specific port, so the target machine will see, okay, that service is running, and okay, the target machine will send the packet to the attacker with sync and acknowledgement flag. It means that yes, I am the host for this service and this port is open. So the attacker machine will say, okay, the port is open, so I'm gonna acknowledge that I am gonna start the communication with you. And once that is done, so my machine minded this sentence, because uh, after a moment you will realize what is doing here, and there is a difference. So my machine, the attacker machine, will send the reset and acknowledgement flag to the target machine. Okay, so to reset the or terminate the connection. Fine. So, and if you see here, the port is open. Good. Now next thing, I'm going to make the sync scan, and we will see the difference between three-way handshake and the half open connection scan. So enter, and as you can see, the status of the port is same even in the sync scan, and here you can see that the reason is sync acknowledgement, and here also you can see the reason is sync acknowledgement flag. So these two packets, these three packets for the sync, packet number 120, 121, and 122. So same like TCP three-way handshake, attacker machine will send the sync flag to the target machine. Then if the service is running and port is open, so the target machine will gonna send sync and acknowledgement flag in the packets header to the attacker machine that yes, this service is running on that specific port what you are asking for. And then my machine or the attacker machine is not gonna send the acknowledgement packet to the target machine. So that's why it is known as the half open connection scan or the stealth scan, because there is no acknowledgement flag. And without acknowledgement, my machine is directly, once it got the sync and acknowledgement flag, my machine is gonna send the reset flag and terminate the connection. And we know with the sync acknowledgement from the second packet, we will know, okay, the port is open or closed. Fine. So I will do the UDP at last. So first let's go to the finish flag or the finish scan. So let's enter this, and you can see these two packets, packet number 217 and 218. So as we described before, that in the fin scan we are just gonna send the finish flag to the target machine, and if we got no response from the target machine, because the target machine do not know what to do with the finish flag. It see, okay, someone send me the finish flag. Finish flag is basically to terminate the connection. So it say, okay, I'm going to terminate the connection, but there is nothing to do with the connection termination, because connection is never ever established. So uh, it's not going to respond anything, and then my machine or the attacker machine will wait a moment, send the same flag again, and if it got no response from the target, it means the port is open or filtered. Fine. So why instead of just open, why this fin scan always give you the open and filtered? Because this is the same behavior of you will see the same behavior once the intrusion detection system or some kind of firewall is there between you and the target machine. Okay, fine. So let's go to the XMAS scan. And as I mentioned, this XMAS scan is not going to work with the Windows machine because Windows TCP stacks are differently designed, and Windows machine do not know how to respond to those flags. Okay, so let's start this, and same result, open and filtered, and we get no response because it is not the three-way handshake. So the target machine is not gonna reply anything. So we see, okay, there is no response. It means the port is open. Okay, but we will see if the port is closed, then what kind of reason we will see, okay, in a minute. So null scan, same like that, open and filtered, but in this scan we are not going to send any flag, but the behavior is same. We are not going to, because there is no flag, so target machine will see, okay, what should I do, because I do not get any flag. So okay, fine, the protocol is TCP, there must be a flag, but there is no flag, so no response from the target machine, and the reason here is also no response. So it means the port is open or filtered. Fine, that's very good. Now we will see if we scan this TCP service with the UDP scan, what happened actually. So as you can see, it is going to say the port is closed, SSH, because ICMP port unreachable message is coming. So it means if we go to the UDP port 22, you can see here my machine or the attacker machine will send the UDP packet, and because UDP packet does not contain any flag and there is no three-way handshake, so it is gonna say no, there is no port open 22, and we are not running any service on that 22 port which belongs to UDP, because that port is that port belongs to, or that particular service belongs to TCP. So at that instant, uh, from target, or you can say because there is no service, so you will get ICMP packet with the type 3 and the code 3. Okay, so internet protocol, internet control message protocol, and once you click this, you will see the type is 3. It means the destination is unreachable, and the code number 3 means the port is unreachable. Fine, although the port is open, but you will not get the correct result here because the concept of scanning is incorrect. Fine, okay, that's good. So next thing, what we're gonna do is clear, 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 and clear this, and clear. Fine. Now we are gonna see if the port is closed. So same command TCP, but I'm gonna scan a port which is not uh, available, or not, there is no service running on that port. So 900 and 900 and 900, and this one also gonna be the 900 port. Okay, so here I'm gonna say TCP and port number is 900. Okay, there is no traffic up to now for the port number 900. So let's start the TCP scan, and as you can see here, the status of the port is closed. And why we got this status? Because the connection is refused by the target machine. So once we send the sync packet, uh, uh, once we send the packet with the sync flag, so for the specific port number, so target is gonna check whether this port is running with the service open or not. So the target machine find that there is no service running on that port. So this time, as I mentioned before, so mind it that this time target machine gonna send the reset and acknowledgement flag. So we know, okay, there is no port open on, there is no 900 port on the target machine. Fine. Same like here, sync scan closed. Why closed? Because we got the reset flag. Here there is a difference between the reason for the sync scan and the TCP scan, but result is same. You can see here reset and acknowledgement flag is sent by the target machine, and here also reset and acknowledgement flag sent by the target machine. But the difference is connection is refused by the target machine here in the TCP scan, and in the sync scan or the stealth scan we get the reset flag. That's why. Okay, so we will see what we will get in the finish flag scan. Status of the port is closed because we got the reset flag, and of course because once we send the fin flag for the destination port 900, so of course the target machine will check, okay, 900 port is open or not. So if 900 port is open, then it will see the flag is finished, so it will see, okay, terminate the connection. But once there is no port, so the target machine will send us the reset and acknowledgement flag. Okay. Same result you will get with the XMAS scan. You will just send the finish push and urgent flag, but the result or the reply back from the target will be same. And same with the null scan. So as you can see, reset flag is there. Now we will see if we send the same thing on the 900 port, but with the TCP, with the UDP scan, what we will see, it will again say the port is closed, but the port is, because the port is unreachable. So we can do UDP equal, and this time if the port is closed, so of course you will get the port is closed. And 900 port is not standard, I think, for the TCP, so maybe because of that. And we can check one more time with another port, let's say 9000, enter, and here I'm gonna say 9000. So same result, ICMP destination unreachable or port unreachable. Fine. So now let's see if the port is filtered, what these scans are gonna give us in result, in response, and what they do actually behind the hood. So this time I'm gonna change my target, and it will be 1.1, and the port number is gonna be 22. So same here, we can do just destination port is one more thing, sorry, we are gonna say port number 80, and here also I'm gonna say port number 80. Same here, the destination is changed 1.1, and the port is gonna be 80 for the XMAS scan. Okay, and here also. Right, and here also. Fine. So let's go first with the TCP scan. So open, just clear this. What port we can check? Is it gonna give us 22? Filtered, yes, that's good. So I'm gonna say TCP port number 22. Uh, just wait. So this time I'm gonna clear this because it already have port number 22. It already have traffic. So I'm gonna restart this capture again, and let's start. And as you can see, because of some kind of firewall or IDS, we got filtered port. Okay. And why we got the filtered port? Because no response. Why no response? Because once we send the TCP scan, once we start the TCP scan, so my machine send a packet with the header of sync flag for the specific port number 22. But because of that firewall, maybe my packet is captured by that firewall and it does not send to the directly, does not send to the target machine. So the response we got from the target machine is none. So my machine gonna wait for a moment and send the sync packet again, and we got no response. So that's why it give us maybe the port is filtered. Okay. Let's go for the sync scan on the same port number not 80, 22. Enter, and you can see the same response, and here also you will see the same response. Okay. Sometimes once the firewall in place and the intrusion detection system in place between you and the target machine, so sometimes you will get the false positive results because maybe the port is not open on the target machine, but from the IDS you get that filtered status. Okay. So let's go to the finish flag and let's see what we got. So finish flag from this is the default for the finish flag. It will always, if the port is open or filtered, it is gonna give you the same result if the port is open or filtered. So because of no response, fine. Same like XMass scan, we are gonna get the same result because there is no response. So we wait, we send the same packet with the same flags again, and we got no response. So the port is open or filtered. And the same thing with the null scan. So as you can see, port is open or filtered, SSH service is running, and why we got that response? Because we got no response from the target. Fine. And let's see what we got with the UDP scan. The same result you will got, the port is closed because this SSH service is do not support the UDP. So, but this time you will get port is filtered or open because there is no response. So even for the UDP, now this is gonna be interesting because if the port is filtered, you can see, because there is a firewall between you and the target, and you will not get actually the ICMP unreachable message. Fine. That's why you get open and filtered on the UDP scan even. Okay. Because if that packet goes directly to the target, then the target is not gonna send you no response. Target will always give you the response for this. As you can see here, it's saying port is closed, even though port is open. But this time, this scan is gonna directly communicate with the target. That's why it's giving you this status. Okay, fine. So I think that's enough for this video. In the next video, we will cover more advanced scan types, and we will see the techniques to evade the firewall or intrusion detection systems. So for this video, I think that's enough. Thank you for watching this video. If you feel this content is valuable, please like, subscribe and share. Support as much as you can so that I can bring you more advanced topics and more advanced contents. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye.